obviously, if you continue in this final kind of run of 6 or so games in the league, there's a World Cup not too far away. So continuing that great form and with extra as well will possibly put you into Eddie's sights again, looking at Japan.
Those boys have come back, from their experiences from the Six Nations. And there's definitely a good vibe in the squad this week, and leading up to a game. Bath this weekend is going to be a huge test, and we're confident going into it.
Yeah, indeed, and obviously your old club in Bath. And is it always a bit special when you go back and play them?
Yeah, it is special. It's a special place to play, and it's somewhere where me growing up as a teenager, I used to go and support them. So there's always a special place in my heart, really. But for me, I love it down here, and very, we're looking forward to it.
How difficult is it to separate the Ollie Devoto, the Bath fan, who I suppose 20 times a season probably hopes Bath do quite well, versus Ollie Devoto, the Exeter Chiefs player who's got to go out there and score tries against them?
Yeah, it's a weird one. I think the first season was a bit difficult. I think just playing there, you used to going right at the changing rooms, where you're on the away side now and you're going left. But I've been here for 3 seasons now, and I'm absolutely loving it down here. So. Yeah, obviously we need to continue that momentum going into the last 6 games of the season, so we're looking to do that this weekend.
And it's going to be a full house here. It's a great atmosphere when it's full, isn't it? And what's it like to play in front of a big local derby here when everybody's screaming for you?
It's huge. I can actually remember my first ever Premiership game was at this ground. So, and it was packed.
Full Bath?
It was packed out. Yeah, I was playing at fullback, and it was pretty windy, as it gets sometimes here. So, yeah, I mean, these are the games you remember in the season, and it's going to be packed out. It's what we want as a playing squad, because come 40-50 minutes into the game, you sort of you look out for that cheer, and. As I say, we're really looking forward to it.
2 really strong sides, obviously both will be bolstered by their England players returning. Where do you feel the major dangers lie in this current Bath side?
I think their set piece is always strong. Their line out on scrums has always been pretty good, and having played them previously the last couple of years, the first 20 minutes is always very physical. So we'll be looking to try and win that that physical battle, and then the last 20 minutes, that's where we come into our own.
Bath did you a favour, or did Exeter a favour the other week when they beat Saracens, but that shows how dangerous they are, doesn't it? In fact, they can knock over the top teams, so it's not going to be a gimme here at all, is it? And they've got ambitions for the top 4 as well. No,
as you can see from our last 2 fixtures, we were run short in both of them, and they were good results for us as well, up at Sale and Worcester. Worcester could have arguably won the game there at the end, so no win is safe in this Premiership. That's the good thing about this league, is that any team can pitch up on their day.
And you have, though, this 8-point buffer at the top of the table between yourselves and Saracens, and obviously much more between the top 4. It's obviously great to have that gap, but how do you ensure that there's no kind of complacency there? Because you think, well, actually, conceivably, we could still lose 2 and still be top of the table.
I think this game is huge for us, because this is a real test. We haven't actually played at home for a few weeks now. This is the kind of test we need to be getting in order to build that momentum for the big games of the season. And I think we're just going game by game and trying to again just build that momentum, because if you slip off at any point, you're going to be caught cold. So that's what we're trying to do and get a result here this weekend.